You have entered the Plumbing Business Success Zone, teaching entrepreneurs the business of plumbing. This is Potty Talk Live, recorded live on Facebook every week. Type 5 in the comments to subscribe to the show. And now your host, Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber.
Hey, Plumbing Bros, how you doing? Yes, we are mic'd and ready to go. Hey, been looking forward to this one. Hey, this is the 207th episode of Potty Talk Live. This is a cool cat edition, and boy, do we have a cool cat for you. In fact, we got a cool cat back in the house.
I know.
Back from episode number 19.
18, baby.
18. All right, man, back in the early days here.
Early days.
All right, we were
of
blessed
Potty
to
Talk
get this
Live.
cool cat on back then that early. But
Yeah.
Mr. Jim Eichenser, can't wait to have you.
Sir.
It just makes me proud.
Yeah.
Not just to be an American.
He's
but
a
proud,
good American.
proud to be in the plumbing. You know, this guy is not only tops in our field, he's a man among men. So
He's just a top guy.
So I'm going to hit him up first. So
He's also very nifty.
he is nifty.
He's a nifty
He is
guy.
a nifty guy. But I'm going to hit him up for some advice. Hey,
Okay.
you know, no matter, you're never too old, all right, to be asking, hey, how'd you do this? Or what do you think about that? Or what's your opinion on that? You know, that's how we learn. So
That's right.
I'm looking forward to talking with Mr. Eichenser again.
Eichenser.
Hey, but we're glad to have you here, all
are.
right? Taking a break. Hey, if you're watching live with us, hey, just come and have a seat here, maybe, have
Take a
something
load
to drink,
off.
like a soda or something, okay? All right?
Yeah, 'cause it is
And some
only
water.
1 in the afternoon,
that's
for
right.
heaven's sakes.
All right? Hey, but let us know if you're watching live with us. Type live in the comments.
Type live.
All right? Hey, and if you're watching the replay, type replay. If you're watching us on the Facebook. Hey, if you're watching us on the YouTube,
Yes.
hey, do us a favor and subscribe. Appreciate your help there.
That
So
would be
help us
great.
get the word out.
Because Facebook is getting more and more strict every day on what they will let you know when businesses are going live or when pages
Yeah.
are going live. They are getting super
Yeah,
strict.
they are. It's becoming a profit deal. Imagine those guys. They talk about all this freedom and that kind of
I
stuff.
know, but hey, you know
They're
what?
going corporate.
Capitalism.
That's right, capitalism.
good old
that's right.
capitalism. So,
all right. Hey, and
but-
if you're listening to the podcast, you know what to do. Just keep on listening.
Yeah.
But it's good to have you here on Potty Talk Live, where we're talking
Hey,
the
Iron Man.
business of plumbing. All right. Hey, Iron Man, good to
And
see you, brother. Gina is in the house.
PPC,
Good
right?
to see you, a
Hey, Joseph
plumbing
and
power
Chad.
couple there. All right, we got a PPD on today.
I know you
Plumbing
love that.
power
Plumbing
dude.
power dude.
Iron Man's well, no, he's a PPC.
He's
I
a
think
PPC,
they're PPC.
definitely PPC.
Carlos.
Yep, Carlos.
How you
Hey,
doing,
Carlos.
brother? Good to see you,
Good
man.
to see you.
All right. So it's good to
Yeah,
have you
Margaret's
here
in the
on
house.
board. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, and if you're joining us here, whether you're watching live or the replay here, I got something for you, and it's
You do?
free.
Oh, that's right.
All
Okay,
right.
you do.
You want to check it out?
Yeah, you bet.
Hey, Plumbing Pro, are you struggling to win with your plumbing business? My $1 Million Plumber Playbook, How to Win the Plumbing Business Game. It details all the right moves you got to make to be a successful plumbing entrepreneur and ultimately a plumbing business champion. In this free 10-video e-course, I share with you my game-winning strategies that took me from one-truck rookie to multi-truck, multi-million-dollar plumbing business Hall of Famer. Click the link below and grab your free Playbook e-course now and get your game on. There we go. All the right moves you gotta make.
You got the moves, baby.
All right, all the right moves
Oh, yeah.
to have a successful, self-sustaining, and very profitable plumbing business. Okay, I got it out there on my $1 Million Plumber Playbook for you. Introduces that to you. Simply type free in the comments or go to the1milliondollarplumber.com/free to grab your free
Hey,
playbook.
Jason.
All right,
Yeah.
do it. All right, hey,
Let's do it.
let's bring this cool cat in.
Here he
Mr.
comes,
Eichenser
Mr. Jim
is in the house.
Eichenser. Look
Attention.
at that smiling face.
All right. How you doing, brother?
Crazy.
All right.
I'm doing good.
It's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you. Even though we are breaking up. Are we breaking
Breaking up a little bit, but yeah,
That's okay. Let's go
that's all
through it
right.
here.
We'll give it a whirl.
But it's been
Okay, good.
it's been a while since we spoke. Back to what is it? Episode 18.
I know. I was you way back when we started. Remember? that
Yeah.
was it was an honor then, and it's an honor now to be on, you guys.
Oh man, I love you, brother. I know for those of you, hey, if those of you, I know many of our viewers and listeners follow Jim and know Jim, and you know, everybody loves Mr. Jim Eichenser. But if you haven't, hey, check him out on the Facebook.
Yeah.
All right, he's just
he's a nifty guy.
Yeah, he's a nifty guy. All right, giving good advice. All right, plumbing and life. So check it out, man. So that's why I kind of shared that, man. It's kind of some selfish motives to have, you know, having you back. You know, I love all my guests. It's fine. You know, my privilege, if I get to brag a little bit, you know, I'm a pretty lucky guy. I get to talk to cool cats all over the world, and you know, plumbers. You know, I admit I love plumbers. I never thought I would say that. You know, but hey, plumbing's been good, and I get to talk to, you know, this stage of my life, you know. Now I'm doing this kind of a thing, and I get to talk to plumbers, and so I love all the guys I get to talk to, guys and gals. But I do have ones that I have to admit, the lovely Lord knows that we have our favorites.
We do,
you know,
have our
kind of
favorites.
like
And
our
Mr.
kids.
Jim Eichenser is one of them. So.
And Mr. Jim Eichenser is one of mine. So man, I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're busy.
Yep.
You'll be back on. So I want to pick your brain, brother. I want to, you know, I know you've been around the block. You've seen some stuff. You've seen some stuff.
Yeah, I have some stuff I wish I hadn't have seen.
That's right. How long have you been plumbing?
32 years.
Whoa.
You got me beat, brother. I have to admit, you got me beat. I've just passed about 30 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
About there, right there.
Well, nothing I could possibly learn from you because I've been around longer.
That's right. All right, man.
That's the attitude some people have, and I hate that.
Yeah,
Right.
I
Yep.
know. Well, on that note, what is something, you know, just with, you know, we've been in the trenches, right? And you know, we come from the trenches, and you know, we were talking about this in the green room before we started. You know that you know, our industry can have a bad reputation, and rightfully so. I mean, there's some rough, you know, we have some roughness out there. What is something as plumbers that we just don't do well? You know, that does
we
give
need
us
to do better.
that we need to do better. That's a good way of putting it.
Gotcha. Well, and I apologize for the lag here. I find, you know, a good spot for this, and you know, this may be a good example here of something to do. Day didn't go as it was planned so far today. I had been sitting in. I'd planned to be sitting off the air conditioning, you know, and good connection. You know, everything would be beautiful. But I think that's things that I see, and I see some of my guys. You know, I know a lot of plumbers not dealing with or letting them stress over that you got control over, and then you know, and I love how because CF have had, you know, conversations about pulling up to somebody's house. You can't pull up to somebody's house being all stressed out. You know, just you got to find a way to, you know, stuff roll off your back, and that's one of the things, and that will your sales. It affects how customers look at you. Are they call you back again? You know, this guy's, you know, he seems to, you know, he can't handle a little bit of stress in his life. Granted, there's, you know, large going on in a lot of people's lives that you know, you can almost, you know, excuse them being an idiot over, but the real excuse for it. So that's a thing that I see, and I wish guys would get deep breath.
I see that a lot. When we did it, maybe as younger men, I have to admit, you know, I could be a little bit of a hothead. You know,
A little bit.
You know, and you mentioned, you know, with plumbing, the jobs and stuff just don't go as planned. Plumbing has a mind of its own, and it's certainly not a job that just goes as planned. In fact, quite honestly, it doesn't go as planned more times than not. You know, it seems. And so, in younger days, I would have a tendency to let that get to me, and that emotion would well up. And you're so right, Jim. You know, the customers, as we talk about this, and I know you know this, that no one wakes up in the morning and wants to call a plumber, you know? And so, you know, they're having some guy at their house and they're uncomfortable. Yeah, Bill says, "What's up, Jim?" Badass man.
I can't say that. I don't swear. I can't.
I know. I said I read it for you. Well, because you could read it, but you know. But that's the kind of thing we do, and we may be. Gina's saying here. That's advice I have to work on so diligently at teaching Todd. Okay, she's a plumbing power couple.
With her husband Todd.
Yeah, with her husband Todd. Roll off your back. We have no control over anything other than how we respond. And that is so true.
Jeannie, you're so smart.
Yes.
And us guys have a hard.
It's right up in your head. It's a mind game.
It is a mind game, right? And it's going to be okay. But it's holding that in control and being in control of yourself. You know, if I was on a job and the job was starting to go south, in which you know, it can be an issue, and starting to grunt and moan and even swear, you know, in the customer's house.
Baby.
Not that I ever did that.
No,
okay.
You would not.
But when you got to that, you had to go out to the truck and take a break, you know, and relax, and you know,
chill out,
let the job, you know.
Yep.
Definitely.
And a good example, like right now, you know, I thought about posting about this last night on my personal page, but I'm driving a van that has 304,000 miles.
Whoa.
Leak power steering fluid. I blow through probably a coil a week. I have air conditioning. And right sitting, and I'm not trying to find a shade. I'm in direct shade. I'm in the hood. I've got one. Well, got my windows rolled. I'm sweating. I could be miserable right now. But what good is it to anybody? You know. So you have an example of roll off your back.
Let it roll off your back. That's a huge nugget of gold for you there, guys. I mean, that right there. And it is that it is that simple, but again, it's not always that easy, right? I mean, it just isn't easy. So
exactly.
Granted, it takes work.
Yep. Hey, Iron Man says I've had to go out to my truck and say some bad things.
About what? That's right. Say some bad things. I'm right with you, brother. I'm right with you. Been there.
But that's the thing. Go to the truck. Don't let customers see that.
Right.
Go to the truck, you know. I've gone as far as telling the customer, hey, I got to go pick something up at the shop. And I just went down to Taco Bell just to grab my burrito, and you know, and of course it's only 9:30, but I just needed. It already was getting me first thing in the morning, you know, but you do that, and that just helps to take those breaths. And, you know, looking back, you know, from where we are now, and even in business, this translates to business guys too, because the business is the same way. You're not in control of anything. We systemize things to try to have as much control as possible, but it's still plumbing and it's still people, and it's just still the world, you know, just how it is. And you just got to let things roll off your back. You got to go with it, and if you you know, if you just go with it, it usually everything winds up working out in the end, and there's not much loss, and
right,
you know.
Yeah,
so
that's a true statement. Can I ask Jim a question?
You go right for it. This is the lovely Laura. Lovely Laura.
Hey Jim, Mr. Eichenser, how did you start the whole happy birthday thing? How'd that start?
Okay. Well, originally I had a book friend, and the man Jones, the great fellow. He did every once in a while he'd post live though, and he was very happy and positive. So I'm like, you know, do like that. So I said this thing called kudos to you, and I just started it these on my list, and I would go into their, I'd start count, and some just interesting things about them, or I knew them personally. I already things about them. I would just take a minute, maybe 3 people, and I would post, and it really seemed to do that. But I'm like, okay, well, I've got 2,000 Facebook. I'll forget everybody.
Right.
So, well, doing birthday. This will, anybody, at least any, that on their profile, it's their birthday. I said I could add that and everybody. Plus, I'm all about. And there's this one guy, old Russian fellow plumber, some other pages tells me.
Oh, we may have lost.
Officially lost him.
Here's good. There's good stuff there.
Jim.
Oh, Jim, come back, Mr. Eichenser.
Well, here, baby, I'm just gonna sing and dance, baby.
Okay, sing and dance here. Well, we're here in Traverse City, Michigan. Okay, it's a beautiful day, and we probably are just so far up north there that we just have a bad connection.
That could be it.
That's part of
we
it. We
teleported.
And then
up to Traverse
Mr.
City.
Eichenser is stuck. He said he was under a tree. Yeah, Traverse City.
Is that where we are?
Traverse City, Michigan.
Did we teleport
All right,
to?
it's beautiful.
It is.
All right, here.
Yeah, Jim was telling us a story how he started doing the whole happy birthday.
He does a real cool thing with on his, and he has like over 2,000 followers. And if you're not a follower, check him out. Check out his Facebook page, Jim Eichenser.
Mr.
Okay,
Eichenser, because he's just a good guy to follow. He's also a rock star. We didn't get to that part.
We haven't got to right.
That he is an absolute rock star.
Which is fun. Which is a lot of guys. A lot of the guys.
A lot of
we
plumbers.
Are,
Tom Duckshell.
Rock
star. Who else? There's somebody else.
He's a guitarist and drummer. I mean, he does multiple things. A lot of the guys we talk to do, and so. But he's just a cool cat, and that's just kind of fun. Guys, we are part of a very cool industry. All right, if you're a plumber in the plumbing industry, you're sitting first, or you're a business owner, you're sitting on a gold mine. I know I repeat that. I sound like a parrot, but it is so true. But the thing of it is, we just kind of fall into it. We kind of fall. I think Jim's back. See if Jim's back.
We'll give Jim a try here, Jim.
See if Jim's back. Hey.
I think this is my crummy phone, so I don't know how good this is even going to work. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
So far, actually, it might be a little bit better.
You still look good. In fact, you look better. You look better with the crummy phone.
Literally, now we're talking about things affect us and dealing with adversity. Literally, so hot in my cab, my other phone shut because of the heat.
Swell. That's so funny.
I've got to keep it out of the sun, so hopefully it'll be okay.
Maybe that's it.
There we go. That helps. We were talking about you're a rock and roll guy. You're a rock and roller.
You're a rock star.
Yeah. So Iron Man is here and saying he was a drummer.
He's a drummer.
So a lot of us plumbers, cool. have some rock and roller in us.
So you were, baby.
Yeah, I had my rock and roll days with the hair.
Now, you were a guitarist?
Yep. Did you ever have the hair? What kind of I bet you were one of those glam boys. You were one of the glam boys. I could see you with the big hair.
Richard. I'm a husky 5'7". I'm more like a troll or a gnome. No, I was never. I always thought I was something. No, at one point, and I should have brought the picture with me to show you guys. At one point, I had a mullet that was down to the middle of my back, and my hair is really thick.
All right.
I'll have to guys that picture.
We would love to see those.
I think that's something we ought to do. We ought to do a show. We ought to have a Potty Talk show where the plumbers, we all bring it, because a lot of us have played in rock bands and country music and all that kind of stuff. I think we even talked with some of the hip hoppers, that kind of. And so we all had our style, our mullets, our fros. Right. Yeah. Our gear, what we wore.
Iron Man, what was your style?
That would be a great show.
That would be a great show. Iron Man has no hair right now. He's bald, so I wonder what he had.
I don't think he was always. No. Back in the day, he wore some good hair.
You had a mullet, baby.
I did the mullet.
I am going to show that picture one day.
So we'll have to share our pictures one day.
Oh, excellent. Yes. Oh yeah. I have no shame.
Well, we want to plug his band, Vinyl Arcade, right, Jim?
Vinyl Arcade.
Thank you much. Yes, yes. One of the coolest things ever. I've been in a dozen or so bands over the years, but yeah, these guys are. One of them's actually a licensed plumber, but it's very cool. It's a clean, friendly, family-friendly show. We're playing 70s and 80s songs, but we're also playing TV show themes and commercials from that era.
Cool.
Plus, we got a video screen playing stuff from that. It's a lot of fun, and I'm very proud of it.
Oh man,
Available
that sounds
for
good.
parties, birthday parties, and bar mitzvahs, maybe?
Yes, definitely. Concierge, I think, was it a concierge? Is that the
The Latino thing? Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Perfect.
so yeah, that's,
Hey, Iron Man had the Michael Jackson jacket.
Oh no.
Now we're talking.
I bet he made that look good. Iron Man, I know you made that look good, man.
That's funny.
how old is Iron Man?
He's a young guy. Yeah, well, compared to us, everybody's young, but yeah, he's a young guy.
Yeah.
Right, everybody seems to be getting younger and younger, I think.
Oh, it'd be
I
fun
noticed.
sometime to share, have the guys on,
well,
and everyone share
We
music
will have a
stories.
rock and roll story.
We
or
should
rock
all
and
have
roll
a
show.
we should do a rock and roll
do that.
show. Everyone can share their stories.
Oh,
what
that
they
would be
played,
great.
That'd be
and,
very
we
fun.
played in some real dives, the places where you got lucky to get out alive.
Right.
You know,
So, Jim,
Well,
I'm
we
gonna
ought to
ask
put a
you-
band together.
that would be.
Uh-oh. That's dangerous.
That would
That would be fun. Doc Shell, got Iron Man. And who else? I know there's
Yeah.
a number of other
got
ones that are rock stars. So
that is fun.
that'd be fun.
Well, it's cool that you do that, and it's it's fun.
Vinyl
you know?
Arcade, check 'em
Vinyl
out.
Well, I'm
Arcade,
yeah,
and a cool name.
and I'm very blessed to be able to do that.
So you're a drummer, right? You're a drummer.
Correct. Yep.
Iron Man's 44, still young.
40. He's still a
You're
young
still
man.
young.
He looks.
Oh yeah,
young.
he's a
Yeah.
child.
Baby.
He's a babe. He's a babe. More ways than one.
I got underwear older than you. I know. I should probably get rid of those underwear.
Right, but they're so comfortable.
Iron Man said he had a Jerry curl, so there we
Had
go.
the Jerry curl. All right.
Oh
Nice.
boy.
With the.
I want to see those pictures.
That's right.
And Mr. McConnell's saying you need to have a supply house tour. Now we're talking.
There, that's cool.
Okay, maybe Bill will book that. He'll become your roadie or your manager.
Your manager.
Yeah.
Supply house tour.
And we will
That
have
is awesome. That's
a
great.
plumbing sister, Gina, guitar and fiddle. Now
Man.
we've got a band.
Whoa,
Now,
fiddle.
Gina, if you
Love
can
it.
if you can dance with that fiddle, you know what they're doing.
What's her name?
Right.
Lindsay Lohan. Well,
Yeah,
no,
what
that's
is it?
not it. I
I
don't
know.
remember. Sterling.
Sterling.
Yeah, my daughter's into that girl, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sterling, I think is her last name. Yeah, she's amazing. So,
Oh, and I
Yeah.
love the fiddle. I love the country fiddle. That's
yeah,
why.
that's
really
very
love.
cool.
Yep.
Oh, me too.
Well, good stuff, man.
Yeah, so what's your favorite part of plumbing,
Oh, yeah.
Jim? You've been in it 32 years.
Yeah, what-
You've managed to stay.
Yeah. Yeah. In spite of myself.
Right.
Just can't get rid of you, man.
Well, I've tried to get out, but it just keeps pulling me back in.
The Godfather, right?
Right, yeah. Yeah, once you're in, you're in. Yeah, I actually, when I'd been with a company, a mom and pop company for 19 years, and I said, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. So I went to go work for a plumbing supply house, was with them for 9 years and did a bunch of different things. I was very blessed there as well to work in a lot of different areas with that company. But then, my boss, I was his salesman, and he said, hey, come work for me. I was like, well, I don't want to go back out in the field. He's like, no, I want, sales, marketing, be the happy,
Yeah.
friendly face of the company. And I was great. But my favorite, I love solving problems. I love being the guy who, especially if there's been, two companies there before, or even if my boss or the plumbing manager may have been out there like, Jim, we just can't, I love being that guy. It's probably part of it, being a big ham and, liking to be the center of attention. But I love that. And, people a lot of times will say, what do you do, for a living? Well, I make people smile. And I love making people happy, fixing something or figuring something out, or just being available to them, being able to answer a question. I don't mind if we have a customer and if I can talk them through something over the phone, that makes me happy. And a lot of guys will say, oh, well, you shouldn't do that because now you just, screwed yourself out of a call. Yeah, but that guy now loves me to pieces and he's going to call me to do everything, so, so I guess, I love solving problems, but, I guess I really like that, that personal touch, the personal relationships. I love relationships.
We have a servant heart.
That's why I really like what you and Mr. Fresh are always saying. You don't. Yes, we're in it to make money. We should make money. We deserve to make money. Plumbers are the king of all trades, in my opinion.
Yeah,
yes, they
but
are.
You want to make, and this was told to me in sales years ago. You're not looking for customers. You're looking to make some friends. And
to serve.
that's just how I coach it. So I love the human interaction.
Guys, there's the huge nuggets of gold right there, because it is that simple. Serve,
It's about
smile,
relationships.
and not necessarily so easy, because it's still plumbing. Plumbing gets
Sure.
stuff happens.
Yeah, I know.
And people can be difficult. Again, no one wakes up in the morning and wants to call a plumber, so they're upset. And some people show their emotions in different ways. They're stern with you, or they ask so many questions. They rake you over the coals, or some people can actually be kind of mean. That's because they're upset.
Oh yeah.
Or
Yeah, they're not letting it roll off their back.
Right.
I got to tell you, or you have the ones that are real talkative, want to hang out with you the whole time. And so, Jim, here's what I would do. For those that are over my shoulder, I would say, do you know Jesus as your personal Savior?
And that makes it disappear. You don't see him again.
That's right.
And if they didn't, then you get to witness to somebody.
Then we talk Jesus instead of
exactly.
Right.
That's a win-win.
Right.
Right. Oh, brother, that's good, man. Good. Hey, let me ask you this, because I want to find the right way of asking this. Jim, you're so sharp, and you know that I'm, Potty Talk Live, the $1 Million Plumber brand and all is about plumbing business. For those that became from plumbing, being plumbers, and decide to have their own business. Not everyone feels to do that. There's lots of good plumbers. In fact, it's where they should stay. In fact, I'll tell guys, if you like plumbing and don't want to get into business, that kind of, you need to stay plumber. We need good plumbers. We need plumbing businesses need good plumbers. Okay. Right. They can take care of folks. What you understand the business. I mean, you can do it in your sleep. You the plumbing. Why didn't you decide, or what was your thinking? Because there's some guys out there that
trying to make that decision, right?
Not what you decide to stay in the truck versus starting your own thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to stay in this truck because I'm dying. But no. And if you've seen my birthday things, and it's why I love you guys, especially the fact you're doing it as as a couple. You're doing it as a team, and you support each other. But that took large cojones to do what you did, to start your own business, and you didn't have a guy like you or Fresh to help you along. You probably had maybe a mentor somewhere that you could chew on his ear every once in a while. So guys like you, I love, and ladies, I love that entrepreneurial spirit. And I've always said, I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't want to own a plumbing company. Because I know, and especially at my advanced age, at this point, if I start my own company, I feel it'd be a year or two or whatever before I, maybe start bringing some guys in. So I'm going to be literally doing what you need to do to at least start your business. So yeah, that I'm a bit of a wuss in that way, I guess. But now there's other things where I would, and I'm kind of trying to work toward right now, where I would have my own business doing. So I'm not going to say what it is, but
intriguing.
But yeah, I would. Yeah. So that was the main thing. I had seen what my boss of 19 years, what he had to deal with, and I've been extremely fortunate. The two the Osborne Plumbing and then now Tri-D Plumbing. I've worked for exceptional human beings who really care about their customers and really care about their employees.
That's awesome.
And it's rare. I don't see a lot of that. That's why I love these guys like Tom Shell, There's several others like but that treat their guy, and they know that. I mean, it's important to do. But so I've been blessed that way. But I've seen the crud that they've had to go through, and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to deal with, not paying myself. And I would be that guy. I would take care of my guys, and in my opinion, if you're gonna have if I'm gonna have a business, I'm gonna employ you. I feel responsible for you.
Sure.
Now, if you're an idiot, you got to go. But I mean, so that's why I haven't in a very long roundabout sort of way.
Oh man, thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
And I mean that. Because I know, I just have great respect for you, and just, I love what you have to say. I kind of stalk you, and just.
Did you notice him in the bushes the other day, Jim?
That's right. Hey, and
honey, do you know that guy creeping around the backyard?
He's got a little weird beard.
That's Richard Behney.
Right. Oh man, I have no problem admitting that's why I love having the guys on, and it's all from even the guys that I do private,
Andrew.
The private coaching to the guys on, we have Iron Man that's on here, and many others. You mentioned Doc Shell, who's
Gina.
someone I do coaching, that kind of stuff. And look, I understand, I have a lot to share, and whatever. But
more of what not to do. I think we have.
What not to do,
Mostly
and that's probably what I try to impart. Don't do this.
Please don't do
part of
this.
this isn't so much telling you what to do. It's like don't do this and don't do this. But I love talking with the guys because I love talking with you.
It's obvious.
Because you got guys with life experience. They're good men. They're getting it done. They're fighting the fight every day, and I love learning from other guys. So.
Right.
No, thanks for sharing that. And I could see that in you. That's why I kind of wanted to find a way of asking that, because there's nothing wrong with not starting a business. But I could, you're sharp, and and so it doesn't surprise me that you say, well, I got other things in mind that we're going to start. That doesn't surprise me, because I can see that in guys.
I appreciate that. I really do.
All right, brother. Well, hey, before I let you go, I know you got to get back at it. At least get in someplace cool.
Got to get this. I got to get this van moving so I get some air coming in here.
He's sweating, the poor guy.
But I'll make it quick here. But since I got you, what's something we're talking about that? What's some advice that you could have for a guy that's still in the field, or for whoever, whether it be professional, business, drop another gold.
I kind of like what you, and I maybe kind of springboard off that, what you said about, I think maybe
we can still hear you.
Again.
Go ahead. Nope, we can hear you. Go ahead.
All right. Not everybody's meant to be an owner. Some guys are meant to be plumbers, and that's what they like to do, and they're fine with that, and God bless them, and I hope they're working for good companies that are taking care of them. Best advice. Never think you know it all. Check your ego at the door every morning. Look for guys to mentor you. And, if you want to be an HVAC guy, whatever you want to really get into, find a guy and don't let him go. Don't leave him alone. Get everything you can out of him. Be nice to him. Be appreciative. Don't, it's almost like a kid. Whoever your mentor is, don't talk back to them. Don't, never ask them a question unless it's, to learn more but don't question what they're telling you. Be open.
Be coachable.
Cause thank you. Yes. Because guys are missing out on reaching their potential because of their egos. And just get rid of that. You can be flipping awesome.
Oh,
that's good, Mr. Eichenser.
Great. Yeah. Huge nuggets of gold there, man. That is so true. All right,
I love Jim. Can't wait to hear about the possible business adventure when you have it going, or when you're ready to launch it. Come back on.
I'll most definitely. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah,
we're going to stay in touch anyways. And I'm watching you, man.
Oh, I hope
I'm watching.
So. Yeah.
You're stalking him.
I'm watching you too. I'm watching you like crazy.
It's a mutual stalk.
All right.
So then it's not really stalking then.
That's right. It's more of a bromance, I think.
All right, man.
So
Yes, it is.
Right. That's creepy.
Hey, Richard, real quick.
Yeah,
Richard,
man.
how tall are you?
6'1".
Oh, geez, you tower over me. Well, anyways, I want a hug. My head will nestle right in between your pecs.
Right. Okay.
I want a hug with.
All right. We'll take a pic for the guys, too.
That'll be
That's right.
on our bucket list.
That's
for
right.
Sure.
There you go.
Perfect.
All right, brother. Love you, man.
Thanks,
Love you
Mr.
too. Thanks for having me on.
Oh,
Take
care,
care, man. We'll see you again. All
Oh,
right.
Chris, I said hi. Give
Hey,
Chris
we'll
a
pass it
hug
on.
for me.
We will.
See you at the plumbing sales guy. We'll pass it on. Okay.
There you go. Take care, guys.
Bye,
Take care,
Jim.
man.
All right, bye.
Oh, man. There we go.
Well, he froze up a little bit at the end, but great words.
Jim Eichenser.
Oh,
all right. Good
Doc
stuff.
Shell, if
Really
you
with
just
the advice
joined, we
there
were
at the
talking
end.
about you.
You know, that is, with the idea of letting your ego go, that's good stuff. That's wisdom talking there, guys.
That is.
All right.
Yep. Hey, Bobby. Bobby is out of Southern Cal, instant plumbing repairs.
All right, brother. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, Bobby.
All
What part
right.
of Southern Cal? Because I used to live in Huntington Beach, so I'd be interested
Huntington
to
Beach.
see.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
So, but there we
Yeah, and Elizabeth, I didn't put this comment up, but Elizabeth, who's part of a PPC, says it loves that we're helping them learn the business and showing them how to be a PPC and to keep our family life normal too.
Good.
Just still can't believe it's this easy, and love the Academy and all the nuggets of gold. You can't see all that, but that's what she said. Awesome. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Well, thank you.
Her
Thank
and Craig,
you. I'm glad-
PPC.
And you're doing it.
Folks Plumbing.
Yep. And hey, plumbing's a great, it's a great career. We're talking about, attracting young guys into it.
Bobby's
The thing
out
about
of
plumbing is we
Highland.
all kind of just fall into it, but it's a great career. It is a great, and is the king of the trades. It is
It
the
is.
king
Jim
of the
was
trades.
right about that.
It's just, and so it's a great career if you choose to stay there. Like Jim has, and a lot of other great guys have.
Sure.
But if you get the bug and you kind of want to do your own thing, it can provide a very good. You can create a strong asset and create a different lifestyle for you. You can do it, okay? But you got to be doing it in the right place, okay? We kind of, as we start out, we fall into traps, okay?
We
and
do.
we don't want you to fall in those traps.
Right.
And so to help you with that,
Well, and I think that's Elizabeth is kind of keying in on a lot that we teach in the Success Academy. She said the great part is what not to do or not to say.
right?
Yep.
And-
Don't make the same dumb mistakes
And
we
that's
made.
the thing, we feel very confident in what we're sharing. Look, we've done it.
Been there.
We've been there. We've been to the top. Okay.
Well,
and
but
I don't
we
want to brag.
started at the bottom.
But we start at the bottom, like everybody. We start at the bottom with nothing.
And 3 kids and
Right.
no money and
Nothing. And it's all the
Crappy old
excuses
van.
and not knowing
Right.
anything, playing the all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And so we know what it's like, but I think our confidence comes from not just that we made it to the top and have done very well, is that we've made all the mistakes.
We have
So we
made-
hope that we do want to share. You see that come across, how good it can be, and here's what to do, and you do this.
Right.
But it's also important to know what not to do.
What
and
not
that's what
to
we have no
do.
problem sharing. We really do want to share with you.
we have no
Okay.
problem sharing that
Things
part.
to stay away from, okay? The things that can hook you. Attitudes.
That'll get you.
Jim that's why the guy's sharp. I mean, it's a head game, whether
He is
you're
sharp, that
actually
guy.
doing the job, working on it, or you're in the business, okay? It's a head game. It has a lot to do with your thinking.
Right.
So even in the academy, you mentioned the academy, the Success Academy, and to share, I want to share this with you because you need it. If you're a plumbing business owner, all right, and you're still in the truck, or you can't leave your business.
Like this guy right here?
Okay, there we go. Back in the day, that's I already got. I cut my mullet off by then. Okay,
Yeah, your mullet was gone.
but
But there's close. Yeah, but look at that fine vehicle
look
right
at
there.
that. All right, got that truck. So we took our last $1,500
Yeah,
in
we
the
did.
savings. We were in debt. The lovely Laura, I thought was gonna. She came on board. I didn't do it. I purchased a truck without her knowing. Really,
you kinda
I did
did.
call you when I
You
found
did
it.
call me, right, from a
Okay.
payphone because
Yeah, we didn't have cell
weren't-
phones, right?
yeah.
We had from the payphone, and I said I got it, and I just went
You
ahead and did
did
it. 'Cause
what?
It was going to be, I thought it'd be gone. I got this truck for $1,300, something
15, I don't know.
like that. Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was worth $1.
Right.
Buck $1.50 probably.
It's just been turned in, but every morning I paint the bottom there, paint those orange wheels. You can see some of the rust spots coming out.
Oh my
That's even after I
gosh.
just painted it.
Well, and that fine logo that was designed by KickCharge, obviously. Dan Antonelli, KickCharge, designed that logo.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh my gosh, he would kill me. I don't
So we
think
all
he's
start
on.
there. So if this is you, okay, just picture, if you're better looking, okay,
Not possible.
or maybe a little more tan, or different, whatever, less weight, or more weight, okay, whatever. Hey, this is us, okay, and this is where we start, and we did it. You can do it, and it's kind of fun to see. In fact,
My
I think
gosh.
back to I know this guy. And so I think
Okay.
back to who that guy.
Oh, yourself?
Right,
Oh,
I
okay.
know that guy, and it's like, how did we
I
do
know
it?
that guy.
How did we get here?
How
do we
did
even
we?
did it? And look, and that's why I'm so confident. When I can tell you, if we can do it, you can do it.
You know what? It was a lot of falling forward
That is our friend, falling forward,
and a lot
okay?
of being comfortable being
and being
uncomfortable,
comfortable, being uncomfortable.
which our
right.
clients can relate to that.
And
right?
so you do those things. These are simple things to do, but not necessarily easy. Okay.
Certainly not easy.
And so you pick the right purpose. We've talked about is having the right purpose, and it ain't about plumbing. Okay.
Nope.
You got to have the right purpose to be successful in business. The right purpose, the right people. That's both customers and your people. Okay.
Your
You
books.
hire
Someone like a Jim Eichenser.
like a Jim. You need Jim Eichenser's. Okay. As far as people working with you, and then the right customer. Every customer that has plumbing is not your customer.
It's true.
Okay. And that's a big trap that we fall into.
It
and then
is.
have the right processes in place. You got to have the processes in place.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweetheart, where would someone learn how to do that?
Where?
Where? Tell me.
The
me.
$1 Million Plumber Success Academy.
What?
All right, there we go. I can see
How
the video there. All
convenient.
right. Everything there. You can see the academy there. 12 power-packed modules. Okay, everything you need to know to run your plumbing business and grow it. All right. Pricing calculator. Get your right, honest hourly rate.
Yep.
Okay, flat rate. How to create your own
We got
flat
live
rate pricing,
coaching
not someone
calls.
else's. All right, we have coaching calls. Okay. All right, every other week, live coaching calls, so we
Yep.
can go over these things, answer your questions. But it's everything there, and we lay it out in a manner that it's not overwhelming. And you can check it out for 14 days free.
Yeah,
Free
baby.
14-day trial. Simply type success in the comments, or go to themilliondollarplumber.com/success. All right.
Okay.
So check it out.
Okay.
All right, I hear our outro music. About time to wrap things up. But as
Wrapping
always,
it up.
before we wrap things up and let you go, we want to remind you that you were purposefully and wonderfully created, and you were created to do great things. So as always, plumb like a champion.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning into Potty Talk Live with Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber. If you enjoyed this show, share it now. To catch past episodes and get alerts for new episodes, type 5 in the comment section now.
Just do it.
And join us again for more tips, techniques, and strategies to help you grow your plumbing business.